Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Mayor's Corner. It is May 28th, Wednesday, and I just wanted to visit with y'all and kind of go over some of the preparedness for our hurricane season. And that's just around the corner starting June 1st. My prayers go out to everyone for, the last storm we had. I know our county suffered quite a bit with damages here within the city. We had several businesses that had roof damage, lost their roofs, residents, fencing, trees that were down. And if you do have trees and debris, we're asking that be brought to the front of the, close to the street, like on the edge, so that they can pick those up. If they did go by sections, we do have a schedule out there for that debris. If you still have something, just call the solid waste department and coordinate with them. And also, of course, if you have a free trip with your water bill to the landfill, I'm sorry. But our prayers and thank you for your patience, and we're working through this. There's some other things that we're working through in reference to the emergency management, so we'll bring more details about that. But I really wanted to touch base on the preparedness because hurricane season is just a few days away. We wanted to also bring to you, there's a hurricane guide that our Channel 3 News has put together and has readily available. I believe there is a QR code that we will display so that you can access this guide, and it has a lot of good information, really good tips, and I wanted to go over some of those for hurricane preparedness. Some of the tips that are in here is it says for your pets to make sure they're vaccinated, have a current picture of them. Don't feed them, don't let them drink out of some of the stagnant water or anything like that. This is again through one of those storms or hurricane season, if heaven forbid we ever have an event like that. Talks about pack enough food. We also have some of the hurricane preparedness for your home prep. It says elevation matters. If know what your elevation is, if you're in a flood zone, what the evacuation zone is. Be prepared with sandbags if necessary. Mobile homes, check the tie downs to make sure that they're not broken or rusted. And then it does urge that if you are a resident of a mobile home in case of a hurricane, it says you must evacuate when you are told to do so. Landscaping, make sure that your trees are trimmed, shrubbery, dead limbs, especially ones close to your home. Repair or replace any broken or damaged fences. Roofing, inspect the roof for loose tiles, shingles, or debris. Consider replacing old or damaged shingles with new ones rated for hurricane force winds. Clear loose or clogged rain gutters and downspouts. Doors, reinforce garage doors and tracks and replace with hurricane tested doors. Reinforce double entry doors with heavy duty foot and deadbolts. Use a security deadbolt with 1 inch minimum bolt length. Windows, if possible, install tested and manufactured hurricane shutters. Inspect shutters to ensure they are in good working order. So, and it just has some really good information. One of the checklists that is on here for hurricane essentials is water. They recommend 1 gallon per person per day, and they recommend to have at least a 3 to 7 day supply. And on food, have non-perishable, easy to prepare foods available and recommend have at least 3 to 7 days supply. Your basic supplies, it says flashlights. On the flashlights, I just wanted to remind anyone, if you do have gas fixtures, that's why they're recommending flashlights. Do not turn on candles, as if there's a gas leak or anything, that's very dangerous. So they do recommend a flashlight, radio or TV, battery powered. Have extra batteries, make sure they're charged, or new batteries. First aid kit, mask, N95 mask, cell phone charger, make sure your cell phones are charged, and also have those chargers that will charge without having electricity. Make sure you have enough supply of your medications. They recommend to have a multi-tool little kit or knife that has the multi-tools on it. Make sure you have cash on hand if it's possible to have extra cash. Make sure if you have babies that you have formula, food, and diapers, and pacifiers. Hygiene items, hand sanitizer, toilet paper, deodorant, wet wipes, and then your feminine hygiene products. You want to have an area map, have emergency blanket. Your pet needs the carrier's leashes, food, and records. Important documents, your birth certificate, marriage certificate, any bills, IDs, titles, insurance. Make sure those are in a safe place, a waterproof, put them in a waterproof protected container. Car repair items, tire kit repairs, booster cables, air pump, basic tools, and flares. Additional items, they said work gloves, matches, kitchen utensils such as can opener, emergency whistle, photo and home inventory, extra blankets, sleeping bags, entertainment items such as games, and extra clothing. Those are some of the recommended items that you should have in preparedness. So water, 1 gallon per person per day, and they recommend 3 to 7 days supply. And the same with the food, 3 to 7 days, non-perishable items. Don't forget to have your basic multi-tool and can openers. Make sure your important documents are safe and in a waterproof envelope or container. And there's a lot of good information on here. It gives you some contact numbers. It gives you lots of good information. So if you go, it's the Hurricane Guide for 2025 by Channel 3 News, and it should be on their website too. I'm gonna flip through just a couple of them just so you can see some of the pages that are in there, and that's the list that I just went through. So it's a really good tool. Make sure we're prepared, plan early. Some of the things you want to make sure is your trees are trimmed, any loose items in the backyard, your trampolines, all of those. Make sure chairs, folding chairs or patio chairs, they're all secured. If you live in a mobile home, make sure those ties are tied down and not rusted or broken. And just be prepared, and God willing, we won't have any of these any of the hurricane winds, but we did experience that just recently. And just please be prepared. Listen to your news, look at the Weather Channel, and check on your family and friends and your neighbors. We're all in this together, and they say, like they always say, it starts with you. So make sure if you need to get your home insurance, make sure you have the proper coverage. But if you have any questions, contact the proper authorities. And of course, we'll have this on our website. We'll have the guide. So I would recommend downloading it and looking at getting that QR code so that you'd have some good information for this hurricane season. And God bless y'all, and stay safe, and we'll be talking soon. Thank you so much.